here we go. Welcome back, Internet, to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the occasional podcast that's slightly off. I am your host, Mikey, and beside me is the co-host with the co-most famous Paul Walter Hauser impersonator, Sam Fashion.
Yes, that's me.
How you doing?
I forget that guy's name all the time. I'm very good. I'm a little sick, but you know what? You can't catch it via podcast. So
Can't catch it via
you guys are
podcast.
safe.
We don't record in person.
Yeah, we're good. What is that guy's name? Okay, Paul
Walter Hauser.
Walter Hauser. I forget it all the time.
Star of Richard Jewell and the new Naked Gun remake.
And he's in a Karate Kid show. What is it called?
Cobra Kai is the only
Cobra
Karate Kid
Kai.
show I know of.
He's in it, but not like a huge main character, but he's in it enough that people tell me I look like the guy from Cobra Kai, especially when I'm wearing my headband.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wears it apparently in the show, and I look like him, and when I wear the headband, it looks like I pop right out of fucking Cobra Kai, I guess. I had a guy take a picture with me in Las Vegas we were gambling at the same fucking table. Anyway, yeah, I get recognized as him. Not recognized. I get told I look like him often.
How was Vegas? Tell me about that. Little vacation.
Vegas? That was quite a while ago. But I went on a vacation over the 4th just a few days ago, and that one was... I did not get mistaken for
that was
anybody.
Not Vegas you went to then.
Yeah, no,
I thought you were in Vegas I thought you were in Vegas this past weekend.
No, I wish. No, actually, I don't wish. I don't like that place that much.
Okay. Well, tell me about your recent vacation then.
My recent vacation, I saw no movies, but I definitely thought about it. I went to the Black Hills. I went to the Black Hills. I don't know if you can go over there.
I've been there like when I was like 8.
Okay, weird. Yeah, so we went camping up there. It was dope. And then tomorrow I leave for a cabin up north, and I'm definitely leaving the cabin at some point to go to a movie theater to go see Superman.
All right. I gotta find time to catch that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm even that excited. I'm a huge Superman fan, but I don't know. I haven't built any excitement yet for it, so
it looks like a good comic book movie. It looks. I mean, people are comparing it to like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies, which is like,
right.
I mean, in terms of like comic book movies, that's like a pretty high bar. You know, especially in terms of like vibe too. I mean, like they're not comparing it to The Dark Knight. If they're comparing it to The Dark Knight, we'd be in for a serious time, not a fun time.
Yeah.
But
well, that's good. I mean, yeah, it looks like it'll be all right. I mean, like a movie you just don't complain about. You know, you're just like, yeah, all right.
Unless you hate woke.
Oh, is it going to be woke?
Fox News called it super woke because James Gunn was like, yeah, no, Superman's an immigrant. He wasn't born in this country and he fights crime.
Fuck yeah.
So as basic a description of Superman as you can get.
I love Superman so much.
It was slow.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go see that this weekend for sure. Other than that, I don't know. What have you been seeing, my friend? Have you been going to the theater?
I've been to the theater once since we recorded last, I think. And that was to see F1 with Brad Pitt.
Oh, that looked all right.
Yeah, it was all right. I'll tell you that. It was all right. It's racing. It's Brad Pitt's good at his job as a race car driver, but you know, I got no major complaints about it. It is solid. It's a solid racing movie. There are better ones out there.
All right,
but
I'll catch it at home.
The racing scenes are pretty tight.
I kind of wish I would have seen it in IMAX just for that.
Oh yeah,
extra added, you know, like that. I'm sure that's a cool movie to see in a big, large format.
Yeah, could go see it in Screen X if Jurassic World hasn't taken that spot.
Oh, man,
Superman.
I do not want to say. I watched the trailer for Jurassic World. Yeah, and I feel like I know the whole movie almost.
It's one of those. I mean, it's a Jurassic World sequel, so there's not a lot to ask for.
Yeah.
Or to expect. I saw the trailer too, and here's the thing, right? I fucking hate Jurassic World Dominion. I think I've made that point on this podcast at some point. Yeah, one of my least favorite movies ever made. You have the perfect setup from Fallen Kingdom of dinosaurs now roam all over the earth. We're at Jurassic World now, and they focus on bringing in the old characters to hang out with Chris Pratt and giant locusts as the main conflict, and it's fucking boring and bullshit, I think.
Yeah.
One of my least favorites of that year and of recent memory. So,
I drink out of the cup all the time.
Yeah. And so with this new one coming out, I checked to see where Colin Trevorrow, the director of Dominion, was in terms of his involvement in this Rebirth one.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a producer credit. So I was like, okay, he's not touching it. It's already crossed that bar. It's already crossed. Yeah. It's already leapt over that bar. So it can't possibly be worse. I mean, I've seen a lot of people shit on it, absolutely, but I still can't imagine it's worse than Dominion. You know, the big comparison I'm making here, right? Colin Trevorrow said about Jurassic World Dominion is that his dinosaur is a lot like Batman's The Joker, where he's twisted and evil and, so messed up. And what Gareth Edwards, the director of Jurassic World Rebirth, said about his dinosaur is that it's like a T-Rex mixed with a xenomorph and a rancor. And that's it. And so I was like, all right, we're going stupid with it. We might as well make it super stupid. And that trailer looked like it kept up to that promise. I still have yet to see the thing.
Are you excited to?
I'm excited to have a stupid time. It's gonna be slop. It looks like slop, but it looks like Fallen Kingdom slop, right? I like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I think it's a bad movie, but it does funny things.
See a new one of those, yeah. Sure. It hits well enough.
Guilty pleasure slop that doesn't make me feel stupid.
I was going to go see it in the drive-in. I think that'd be fun. It's like a perfect drive-in movie.
Yeah. I think the Dominion build itself is like a drive-in movie. They had like a teaser, like dinosaur walking in front of the projector. Like you see, it's like the Jurassic Park logo, I guess, the silhouette on the drive-in screen. Kid turns around like, "Whoa!"
I love the drive-in.
Yeah,
love it. Well, what else have you been watching, my friend?
Just a bunch of just random shit. Like since the last episode, right? It's been like a month of movie watching, so I've just jam-packed.
That's it, really.
I did watch Color Out of Space the other night. That's one both of us have seen. With Nick Cage.
Colorado Space?
Color Out of Space. Not Colorado Space.
I really thought you said that, and I know the Color Out of Space, so I don't know how I didn't... Anyway. It's the dangers of weed. Color Out of Space. Yeah, what that's a weird movie.
Yeah, I was a little too high for it, like, I'll just fucking jump right into spoilers on this one. It's a 5-year-old movie, but...
Yeah.
When, like, the mom and her son, like, fuse together and just spend the next 30 minutes just crying in pain, I could not fucking deal with that. That messed me up.
Yeah.
I was a little too high for that. I wanted to watch Ash, right? That new Flying Lotus Shudder movie. It's like space horror, like big tech score. I've been wanting to watch it for a while, but only just hit Shudder recently. But Shudder doesn't let me like zoom into the screen on my phone. So it's like cropped smaller than what my phone screen can allow. If that makes sense, right? Like the movie's like shot letterboxed, but I've got the black border wrapping completely around the image on my phone. Yeah. Where most other apps like Vudu or even like Disney Plus lets me like zoom in to fill the image on my phone. And I couldn't...
What kind of phone do you have?
It's a Galaxy S something or whatever, 21 I think.
Sounds like you need an iPhone.
I don't want an iPhone. I've used an Android my entire life. I don't think I'm at the age where I can make that software jump easily. Because then I have to...
Lifestyle change.
It's it's a lifestyle change. I have to learn iOS, and I've never had to use it before. I would be just my fucking like grandma just Better off with a rock and a stick for communication.
Pretty intuitive. I think you'll get it.
I'm
Once
sure
they
I'd get the
take
hang
over
of it,
world
but then
domination.
like then I'd have to give Apple all my information that fucking Google already has. But anyway, Color Out of Space, I thought it was also solid. Nick Cage hamming it up as usual.
Yeah, what did I ever say about that movie? Color Out of Space. I know I've watched it a couple times. Let's see, Color Out of Space. It's a weird movie. Like, I like how they use light. Obviously, like, it's a major thing going on in the movie.
Yeah,
So,
the
like,
color from
the
space.
color,
You can't
yeah.
describe it, but that's the thing about Lovecraftian horror in movies. It's like his whole thing's like unfathomable horrors, and then in the movie it's pretty fathomable because you're looking at it. It's like a color I've never seen. I can't even describe it, and it's just pink and purple. Which I mean, that's like the difference between like book and movie. Movie's a visual medium, but
Right? It's almost like not meant to be a movie, but they still, I say, pull it off. I mean, it's fine.
Again, you can still make it work.
What did you rate it?
It's 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. That's okay. Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big, beautiful movie. I bought it on Blu-ray because I was like, I heard this is a really pretty movie. That's literally why I bought it.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
mad fucked up for the most part. I was thinking there's gonna be more like tripping out, like transcending space and time instead of getting fucked up by some goo rays from a rock.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of getting fucked up, I watched Watership Down.
yeah,
Have you seen that movie?
I haven't. I heard that's also just like fucking like rabbits like eating and killing each other.
Bro, it's wild. It's some pretty dark imagery going on for what the story is, and I really, really, really liked it. It was so cool. And then, like the score along with it, a big orchestral score made for it. Just, really, really incredible stuff. I couldn't stop thinking about it for really since I watched it, like probably 3-4 weeks ago almost now.
Yeah.
It is so fucking cool, and I really think you should go out and watch it. I don't know where you'd go out to stay in and watch it.
I can't imagine that's up for any like Trylon or the Heights
I think
screenings
there's
at all.
a Criterion collection.
Did that get announced? Oh, that might have been just like a brand new recent announcement, huh?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I could be making it up. But regardless, I really, really liked it. It was.
Yeah.
I can't believe kids like watched that. Like now, like knowing like all the stories of kids who had like watched it unknowing that it was.
That's like,
like,
a famous like trauma movie for kids.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like anytime like it's like this is what traumatized me. The Watership Down usually pops up.
Yeah. Do you have any trauma movies from?
Jurassic Park's the main big one because specifically Jurassic Park 3. If I want to really like go into like the details, I mean, as like a 6-year-old, it was a fucking horror movie to me.
Yeah.
I thought the dinosaurs were like might as well have been real, but what freaked me out the most was Jurassic Park 3. It was also my favorite of those movies. I like the Spinosaurus a lot.
Yeah.
But there's the one moment in the beginning when Alan's like asleep on the plane and he dreams of the Velociraptor attacking again, and it just says Alan. That hits some sort of uncanny moment for me. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then there's another moment where they're in the aviary, and one of the pterodactyl things or whatever is like got its back towards the camera, and it just turns around and stares dead at the camera, and it felt like it was looking at me, and that fucking horrified me.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh man.
That's like the big one that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't know if I've got
I feel like I was there.
I don't think I've got anything else. What about you? What do you got?
I have, for some reason, Alice in Wonderland. I mean, not for some reason. I think it's for pretty obvious reasons, but like the Disney one, scared me as like a toddler, real bad. Like where I was sobbing once. Like I was like, "No, I don't want her to fall down the fucking hole, dude. I don't want her. No!" Like, I'm serious. Like, fucking big time. Bad. But that was pretty young. Other than that, like, one that was like a horror movie to me was when The Mummy first came out with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
That was very scary for me. And then soon after, it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from like 2002, something like that. Or was it 2000? I don't remember when that remake came out. Anyway,
Somewhere in that time frame.
that one was an actual horror movie. That one was like a big scary. I remember being big scared of that. But that's normal. I was young.
I
And
mean,
those are horror movies.
yeah, you're too young to watch a horror movie like that. I don't think there's any horror movies, like actual horror movies that I saw when I was too young. I can't think of anything. Christ. Yeah, no, my
The
parents
Ring.
did a... I didn't watch The Ring, no. My older brother, like, he was, like, 6 years older than me, so, like, when I was, like, like, 8, he was well into his teens, so he was, like, able to watch all the scary horror movies, so I remember, like, him having, like, a shelf up in his bedroom of just more or less exclusively horror movies and, like, not another teen movie. So I would he'd show me, like, The Grudge, not, like, show me the movie, but show me the DVD cover of it.
Yeah.
Of that.
That's
and
sick.
like The Ring, I remember him having a copy of in his room, and then
Scary.
then the DVD copy of Not Another Teen Movie where they got like the foreign exchange student just on the cover, and I'm like, what's
Yes.
going on here? I'm like,
Oh yeah.
huh?
That was a pretty important DVD case to me as well. In my memory, I remember seeing that at it was a slumber party, sleepover, whatever, boy's birthday party. We're all like spending the night in this like giant fish house, and there was this fucking DVD, and there was the naked girl. I think she was like censored on it though, right? I mean, it's
Yeah, no, it
but
was like
it says like uncensored, something like that.
I think it just had like the foreign exchange student stamped on her, and then because like if I remember
Yeah.
right.
Something like that, yeah. But anyway, I remember like that was crazy, and we were like watching that shit. We were like, I don't know, probably I'd have to like look at when it came out, but probably 13-year-old boys were all like, "Yo, look, this is oh, dude!" Like,
Titties.
yeah, dude, we were the very stereotypical like young boys just freaking out about tits and ass, bro.
Yeah.
Good times. Very formative experience.
I remember like into my like tween years thinking like every rated R movie like had titties in them. So
Yeah.
I watched Pineapple Express at a young age thinking I'd get to see some tits, and then just getting none whatsoever. But I was like, this movie's still pretty funny. I've never, I think that's like the first R-rated movie I'd ever seen. My parents didn't know about it, of course, but
Really?
yeah.
Oh, dude.
Thought there was going to be titties in it. Then there were none.
I remember I had a copy of the first two like movies I had copies of that had I think real titties in it were Euro Trip on VHS actually, and then what's that one? I just had a total brain fart. Huh? Predator 2 technically.
Predator. Is there?
Like,
I saw Predator 2 first time like recently. I don't remember titties in that one.
it's pretty brief. That's why I said technically, but
Is it just brief? Oh no,
There's
that's
a
right. Yeah. They
Yep.
was it the Jamaicans go up to that one dude's like penthouse and he's like banging that chick?
yeah, I don't even know if they go up, but like you see it from the Predator's view, and she's like
Yeah.
on top, and then like
Yeah.
he
It's
goes in
like
there and
from
fucking
outside the
kills
building.
like
Yeah.
3 people. Yeah, he kills like both of them while they're
Okay.
fucking.
Yeah.
basically.
Well, that counts. I mean, it's fucking
It counts.
tits in a movie,
Really.
so.
Oh, it was super bad. That brain fart gone. Super bad, and that was a big one because they had an extra in the DVD that was just the little porno that they were watching. It's like a 3-minute little extra.
They just included a porno.
It was like a little Bang Bus parody kind
Yeah.
of, but like legit, like it was between softcore and regular ass porn. I mean, it was like
Skirting that
It was a little
line.
bit of porn. So, and in the movie, they like buy it or they were watching it or something. It's very, very brief in the movie, but they have it as an extra. And as a fucking young preteen boy, you know I'd be playing that extra. And on my little portable
The
DVD
portable
player,
thing, yeah.
I had the fucking disc two Superbad go in. Oh dog, ready for this shit. I should go watch that.
I haven't seen Superbad in a long time either.
I didn't mean Superbad. I
Oh,
meant
you meant the extra bits.
Fuck, I wish I could
Sure.
remember. There's a name for it. What's the super bad porn? Super bad porn.
I'll let you look that up.
Yeah, thanks. The Vagtastic Voyage. It's
The-
called.
That took a lot quicker than I thought. I thought this would be like a couple minutes. Instantly found that out.
It's a pretty probably popular extra because a lot of preteen boys probably had this DVD.
Sure.
I'm just saying. I'm not weird. You're weird for not doing it.
I mean, yeah, I never had a copy of Superbad. I mean, my brother probably did, but
On his forbidden shelf.
the only DVDs I had growing up were Pirates of the Caribbean and the Brendan Fraser Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Sick.
Had that one in 3D too, so it came with like plastic shitty 3D glasses.
Oh wow.
But on my portable DVD player, that 3D fucking worked somehow. Blew my mind.
Wow.
Little fucking
That's important.
Yeah, like 6-inch screen. Brendan Fraser's like leaping around. I was like, wow.
Dude, I remember being so, young and not having as many movies as obviously we have now, and like how important those like few DVDs like were, and how like it would just grow. I remember some important ass movies to me that I think are really kind of bad movies. AVP was such an important DVD that I own. A terrible ass movie if you think about it, but I fucking made sure I would pack that with my portable DVD player when I'd go on these long road trips that I'd go on. And like, I was
Pirates
like,
of the
I had to have
Caribbean
AVP.
was the two, like Pirates
Big.
2 and 3 for me were like
Really?
yeah, required for like any family trip.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, especially like had like growing up, my mom had like a minivan with a DVD player like built into it. So
Hey.
like going to Michigan to visit my grandparents would like spend an hour, like 2 hours, just grabbing whatever DVDs I could fit into a binder, and then watch
Yeah.
maybe 2 of them.
Fuck yes, dude. Oh yeah. I remember my grandma had a little binder for little road trips when she would take the different grandkids on little road trips, and she had Pan's Labyrinth in one, and I think she thought it was a kids movie.
Oh, yeah.
And that maybe was another trauma movie. Maybe I didn't think about that until just now.
Yeah,
but
fucking Mitch McConnell's in it. The pale
I watched
man.
the beginning of that shit. It was like scary, kind of. You see that big fucking thing.
Yeah, that's
and
like almost.
as-
That's like also like like half a war movie too.
Yeah, and it's in another language, so I didn't watch much of it. I'll say that
Oh,
much.
sure, yeah.
But I watched the beginning, and it was so like visceral. I don't know, so crazy experience that I didn't expect. And then I saw this literal deer on the side of the road that had got its back legs ran over by a truck or something, and it was like fucking like still like trying to fucking walk, kind of. I saw that shit as I was like heartbroken, and I was like I had to turn the movie off, and I just there in my sadness, bro. It was a terrible, terrible experience. I didn't watch Pan's Labyrinth in its entirety past the first 5 minutes, whatever, until I don't know, probably a couple years ago, and it was fine. I was an adult, and I was safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
One road trip movie I remember watching for first time I'd ever seen it was Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises.
cool.
Because like I remember like
Good road
seeing
trip.
The Dark Knight on cable, and I was like blown away. I was like, this has got to be the best fucking movie I've ever seen. And
Yeah.
then like it just became like my like fucking like special interest of like for like 3 months just. And because it was on cable, it aired pretty normally, right? It was on TNT
sure.
like fairly consistently, so I was always able to at least watch most of it.
Yeah.
And then my
That's
parents
sick.
picked up on that and got me like a Blu-ray
trilogy?
box set. Yeah, I don't know if I still have it or not. I don't think I do. I don't know when I would have gotten rid of that.
Damn.
What is that? Oh no, wait. Oh, you know what? That's the 4K release. Never mind. Yeah, no, it was a DVD box set.
Okay.
But I have upgraded, so it don't matter no more. Don't matter.
Hell yeah. And so did you watch the other two back to back, knowing like without the Dark Knight in the middle?
I don't remember that part, but I remember it was the first time, for sure, seeing The Dark Knight Rises on a 7-inch on the back of my dad's headrest.
Yeah. That's a good way to experience movies, brother.
I mean,
Somehow it is. I got a car that has that now. So if you ever want me to drive you
you
around,
just drive me around while I watch a movie.
you guys have headphones on. You just let me drive, and then I'll drop you off at my favorite restaurant in Chicago. You guys eat some food, get back in the car, 7 more hours of movies, and then you're home.
That'd be so cool. Oh my
It's
god. What would I pay?
$400.
What would I bring?
$400. I'll make it happen for you.
I'll bring Shaft with. Just bring the Shaft movies. I haven't seen those.
Either. Mabel, are you having a nightmare?
Is she freaking out?
She's having just a little nightmare. Yeah, she's okay, but she's gotta wake up. She's gotta get over it. It's not real. It's not real, Mabel.
Yeah. No, my dog's under the desk right now. She's like fully recovered from her surgery like last month, but there's like a huge like scar patch just on her stomach.
Oh, man.
And the only thing I can do about it is I just keep slapping it because it's just like a wet meat sound, just like skin on skin slap.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's just a huge fucking bald spot, just where like the skin just regrew from scratch.
What a cute puppy.
Yeah, big dumb asshole though, big dumb idiot.
Oh, should we get into the movie of the week?
Should we? Yeah, I think we should, because what a movie this turned out to be.
Yeah, movie of the week, Tiptoes.
Tiptoes from 2002. Directed by Matthew Bright, but he took his name off the movie because he was ashamed of it.
Why was he ashamed of it?
Because, so here's the lore, right? Before we talk into the actual quality of the movie and our own opinions, here's the lore. They made the movie, Gary Oldman, from what Matthew McConaughey says, it was an incredible production. Everyone was having a great time, everyone loved it. Gary Oldman, signed on for it, and the reason he signed on to this was because he had just gotten divorced and the actor strike just ended, so he needed the money. But he says that him joining the movie is really what got production going and was able to employ all of the little people in the movie. So that's a plus. People got jobs, people got work. But the original cut, the original version released at the Butt-Numb-a-thon in Austin, Texas in 2002. I don't know what the Butt-Numb-a-thon is. I did a little research. It is a since disbanded festival because the host got into some crazy sexual assault allegations. He got Me Too'd.
Sure.
But the festival basically surrounded just vintage 70s nonsense movies, and then maybe some movies would premiere at the festival. That's the most I could figure out. I didn't see anything on if there were any other big movies that premiered out of it. But that cut, the original director's cut, was 2.5 hours long. Peter Dinklage says that version is a great movie and wishes it would get released. Same with some other producers. Actually, none of the producers. But I think the director and Peter Dinklage specifically wish people could see the actual version.
Yeah.
But here's what happened. They got the movie to premiere at Cannes. They got the movie to go to Cannes or Sundance, I think. But the producers cut an entire hour out of the movie.
Okay.
And that is the final product. And the director was so furious by this decision when he saw it at its festival premiere that he had to be physically removed by security.
Really?
And he never got work ever again.
Holy shit.
And yeah, we're left with this movie. They could not release it theatrically because you look at it. So they just dumped it straight to DVD in 2004.
Damn.
And yeah, Gary Oldman, Kate Beckinsale, like several of these people would go on to win Oscars and Emmys.
Yeah.
Like, no one's career got affected by this movie by some sort of miracle.
Well, everybody who's seen it, they're just like, yeah, it's not their fault.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
There's too much going on to blame Gary Oldman for this.
Yeah, if we're being honest, he gives a good performance,
I
but
keep seeing that in reviews, but I don't even know if I agree. I don't. It's hard to give a good performance, I guess, when it's so awkward, when it's
but
when it's
again,
what it is.
again, yeah, like that's my whole thing too. It's like, yeah, sure, it's a not objectively bad by any means. Gary Oldman's a talented actor,
Yeah.
but the way the camera films him, there's only so many full body shots of Gary Oldman. Most scenes he's in, he's filmed from the waist up, so it only makes it more apparent he's just walking around on his knees.
Yeah. He has a limp, okay?
He's walking around on his knees. That's why he's walking like that. but like, what's this movie about? It's about Gary Oldman and Matthew McConaughey and their twins. But Matthew McConaughey is the only average-sized person in his family. Everyone else in his family are little, including his twin brother, Gary Oldman. Matthew McConaughey is reluctant to tell his, fiance about this. And then she drops the news that she's pregnant, and uh-oh, now Matthew McConaughey's worried that his baby's also going to be little.
He's really worried about it.
And Peter Dinklage is in it, too. He's French, and he's hanging out.
They left him off the fucking picture, off the cover.
Off the post, yeah. I mean,
Patricia Arquette's on
he's
there.
Not in any of these posters.
Patricia, how are you gonna put that side character in, but not Peter Dinklage's side character on there, when he's obviously the more important side character of the two?
Yeah.
Maybe less famously recognizable. What a terrible poster this is.
It's not a good poster. It's haphazardly photoshopped together.
Really, really badly, yeah.
And Gary Oldman wears glasses the entire movie.
Yeah, I really didn't know what I was gonna get at the end of this movie. I really wish they'd make a sequel, because I really want to know what's happened.
Where our characters have found themselves 20 years later. Tiptoes Part 2
kind of leaves everything in this melodrama. Like, it gets real fucking serious, real fast.
It's such a
end there.
It's like the last half hour of this movie is such a turn on the dime. Right, the whole movie,
really
right? It's just the first hour, right? Is I don't want to say standard, because it's still frankly bizarre that they thought this was a good idea.
Yeah.
Right, Gary Oldman's big family secret. My whole family are dwarves, and now I don't know if I want to have a kid because they might get the same thing. Which, for a guy like Matthew McConaughey, who has grown up surrounded by little people, you'd think he would know how to handle that.
Yeah.
But as it turns out, he's actually just super resentful and hateful towards his family, because he's like pissed.
He's a dwarf.
And you'd think that would be like Patricia or Kate Beckinsale, who is the pregnant fiance. But she becomes so understanding and is like, I can't believe I even have to ask you what this is gonna be like. You guys are just normal people. This is fucked up. Yeah. But she's just she's getting ready to have this kid, whether it's got dwarfism or not. And then Matthew McConaughey just slowly over the course of the movie becomes more and more hateful. His vibes just shifted so far off. I was pretty high when watching it too, and I could tell something wasn't right.
Yeah, they really switched roles almost.
Yeah, you'd think Kate Beckinsale would be the one who's not as understanding. I mean, at first she is, because how could you keep this secret from me? She drops the M word a couple of times.
The M word.
Yeah. And
it does. She shows up in her pajamas.
She shows up to his job at the firemen's trading grounds in her pajamas and a silly hat. Like you couldn't have gotten dressed. This is of course after Gary Oldman shows up to their like studio garage house, and she's like, "Hi, I'm his brother. He didn't tell you about me. Oh Lord,
someone tried to kill me.
Someone tried to kill me. Peter Dinklage is having an ulcer. I can't deal with that. And my ex-girlfriend's banging this dude, and he tried to kill me." Gary Oldman's getting fucked up in this movie a lot. The first half hour, he's just not having a good time. And yeah, I think Kate Beckinsale like shows up to this outdoor training facility, just in the most 2003 like pajama outfit ever, and a silly hat. The hat makes no sense.
He had some looks in this movie.
Yeah.
I appreciated it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real.
What was even crazier too, right? The vibes on this scene were so off because I didn't know where it was gonna go. Right? It's the phone call. Like Matthew McConaughey's like in the field in the middle of the night taking the phone call with Kate Beckinsale. But the way they frame Kate Beckinsale is as if she's like on a sex line.
Yeah,
it's
right.
only shots of her mouth and her like eyes and nose and nothing further away. So the whole time I was waiting for the camera to pull back and just see like Gary Oldman just going to town.
I feel like it was so heavily implied that it felt like things were missing. And if I had to guess, that's what was cut out, was this whole side relationship with Gary Oldman that they just decide not to show.
Yeah, like you might be right on that because again, like, so the end of the way the movie ends, you know, Kate Beckinsale and Gary Oldman get together.
Yep, and they're kissing on the mouth.
And they kiss on the mouth like several times before we get to that. Anyway, you know, so it's like,
right, it's super heavily implied that they really fucked, really made love, right before that phone call.
Yeah,
or maybe during that phone call. But they just never decide to really.
They have like a normal, you know, like brother sister in law relationship until the end of the movie. I mean, like Gary Oldman's like showing, you know, like more support for the kid after it's born, right?
I thought he was gonna kill it.
There's a lot that happens in this movie. We keep jumping around because like I want to talk about, you know, like everything in that last half hour, but there's also still so much in the first hour. I mean, like, so much of the movie is also spent on Peter Dinklage and Patricia Arquette just palling around.
I loved him.
He's French and he's a Marxist. He gets into so many fights.
He was fun.
And he doesn't serve any narrative purpose either. He's just there in the movie really with Patricia Arquette.
And it just, like, fizzles out, and there's like, all right.
They get into one couple's fight in the final act, and they just disappear from the rest of the movie. They just leave off screen.
Yeah, they served zero purpose, I think. I'm cool with it.
Hey, you know,
well-welcomed addition.
It's yeah. And then we get to the scene too, where like they get like each of their parents to meet each other.
Yeah.
So like Matthew McConaughey's got his two little parents. One of them played by the arm from Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
And every time he spoke was strange to me because I've only ever heard the guy talk backwards. So when he's just like, "Hey, don't worry, give me some barbecue sauce for the barbecue. I'm cooking these steaks." I'm like, "You don't sound like that. You're not supposed to sound like that." And
they can edit.
Yeah, I'll just play his scenes backwards only.
Yeah, there you go.
That wouldn't work though because whatever. I won't get into that. So, that dinner scene, Kate Beckinsale's parents are like her mom specifically is acting shifty the entire time, And I thought I was going to get into a scene that was just incredibly awkward and problematic. Right? She's just not eating her food. She's not, like really like looking at anybody. And I thought she was about to just like pop off like, you can't have this kid. It's gonna, like freaks just go on some sort of like absolute crash out. But it turns out she just wants her daughter to have a Jewish wedding.
Really dumb, like, set up and like, I don't know if I can't call it a joke. What was it?
It was just like, like a bait and switch.
It was terrible.
Like you're expecting, you're expecting them
it.
to be like prejudiced about, like towards, like Matthew McConaughey's family is going to be absolute disaster, and then it's like, no, we just want you to have a Jewish wedding, and then like, oh, silly us, ha ha ha. Of course, I don't care. I don't mind a Jewish wedding. Let's do it.
Because of some random grandpa who's Jewish.
It's just like like random beef they got in the family.
They wrote in a little terrible bait and switch. They're like, well, I'll just make the grandpa Jewish. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Terrible. I hated that part. The rest of the movie, loved it. Cinematic masterpiece. That part, not for me.
And then then we get to like the wedding. Oh, God, there's even like the fucking like the big like fucking Great Gatsby party they have too, at their uncle's house.
Oh yeah.
Where like Matthew McConaughey like invites his like fireman student. Yeah. And I'm thinking like, is this going to be like a jealousy thing? Is he going to make people like jealous? And one thing I noticed about the actress playing the student, she's like much taller than Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. I don't know if it is she's just wearing like heels that tall, but I thought she looked way taller. I thought they were going to do something with that. Like, look at this tall person I brought to the party filled with little people. I was expecting that. Didn't happen.
They cut it out. I feel like they're another bait and switch.
Maybe, but cut that out. The fire students don't actually do anything at the party either. No. The big conflict is Peter Dinklage just goes off on some, like Marxist French tirade about how much he hates American culture. And then, like, Gary Oldman and Matthew McConaughey get into it a little bit. She's like, you're ashamed of us. You didn't tell your wife. This beautiful woman. You didn't tell her about us. And party ends. They get married. Fade to black. I thought the movie ended there when that first fade to black after the wedding. Like, I thought that was the ending. And then I saw, no, I still have 30 entire minutes. And that's when they introduced the baby who has dwarfism, and Matthew McConaughey fucking punches a wall because he's so furious.
Yeah. It really changes. It really changes there.
It's such a tonal shift.
I loved it at this point. I appreciated the tonal shift. I loved what it did. It left a lot of open doors and a lot of weird shit. Just kind of the very, very just fade to black was just like such an interesting choice, like to end it there. I don't even remember what it was. It just took me by surprise. What was the very, very last thing that? Is it like take care of my baby or something?
Matthew McConaughey's furious and like destroys the marriage between him and Kate Beckinsale. It's like, I can't raise a dwarf kid. I can't. It'll be better for him if we're separated. And then she takes the baby to Gary Oldman's cabin in the woods. And just lives there. Gary Oldman's like, you can stay here with the baby, don't worry about it. And he's proven to be a way better father to the baby than Matthew McConaughey. And then he finally shows up so many months later, and he's like, I want to raise the kid. And then Patricia Arquette's, I keep saying Patricia Arquette, Kate Beckinsale says like, no, you have to also like love him too. It's like, of course I do. It's like, no, you have to want it. You can't just take it. You have to want it. And Matthew McConaughey's like, well, I don't want it. And just leaves and tells Gary Oldman, like, take care of my son.
It ends with, you can kiss me if you want, and then them kissing.
And then like...
What a funny, goofy ending.
They stare at the stars, and Kate Beckinsale says, like, you can kiss me if you want, Gary Oldman. And then they start making out. They fall in love, and the movie ends. Right then and there.
And we all learned something.
What did you learn?
I don't know what. I'm not really quite sure.
I learned that movies still can surprise me.
Yeah.
Because I thought Gary Oldman being on his knees was going to be the only issue with the movie. But there's so much more going on that's just frankly as strange and bizarre.
I know a lot of people had mentioned it in reviews, but the scene where Matthew McConaughey is talking to his wife or whatever in bed, and he talks about, it's like she said, have you ever had sex with a little person before? It's like, nah, just like kid stuff.
Yeah, I thought I had to make sure I heard that correctly, because that's such an insane dialogue choice. Like, what do you mean, just kid stuff?
Play doctor in a circle. What? And then she said, you just circle jerk with a bunch of midgets? I'd love to see that.
It's like, what do you mean you'd love to see that?
And then they just move on from that. Just kid stuff.
It's insane.
She rolls with it like that's normal. Hey, you're multi-kid sex adventure.
Yeah, I'd never done anything like that.
I missed out on those.
I stayed inside.
Superbad.
I was watching Journey to the Center of the Earth, so.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, Gary Oldman. Anytime he was sitting down was very funny, very very funny.
Oh yeah,
his little leg. No.
The effects do not work whatsoever. Like when he's on the couch, you can tell he's shoved himself into the couch, and they've just put like fake legs there. Yeah. There's one shot at the party too, right? Where you see Gary Oldman like walking away from Matthew McConaughey, and you can see him on his knees, like his whole leg sticks out in frame.
Yeah.
For a split second, and you can absolutely see it.
There was quite a few bad moments where I was just like, this looks zero real at all.
And
he looked so like his disability is always just kind of changing throughout the.
Yeah, and like his arms are still like proportional to his real body. So he's just got these tiny short legs and average sized arms. Yeah. Just swaying around. Like, that's not how it works. I know there's like different like variations of dwarfism that can like mess with like proportional stuff, but not like that. Not where it's just your legs or what's little. Funny thing too, right? The science of this movie also doesn't work. Because both families need to have a history of dwarfism for the kid to become a dwarf. So the kid would be fine. Matthew McConaughey would have such a non-0% chance of carrying that gene where it would affect the baby by any means.
Oh, thank God. I was so worried about that. That full-sized people could be squirting around midget juice without knowing it. Just unbeknownst to people like Kate Beckinsale.
Just Matthew McConaughey was not happy
little
about
sperms.
It. He was not happy
punching
about
walls.
He punched that wall like 3 times. He
looked like he was on crack.
He looked like he'd never been madder in his life. Like, I've never seen Matthew McConaughey act more mad than in that scene. His face was distorted.
And I have to feel like it's because his wife is having an affair with the brother in a whole other plot point that has been removed. And I feel like Matthew McConaughey knows it and is dealing with that, and they just never actually mention that. It feels like that's
would make the movie function so much better. If there is a love affair, McConaughey knows about it, he hasn't confronted it, and he's pissed now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it wouldn't be Goldman's baby anyway, because she announced the pregnancy, like, before she found that out.
But technically the same DNA because they're twins.
And then he's just reminded of his bastard brother who banged his wife. That's why he's so mad. We could fix this movie if we get a hold of the actual, like, script.
I'm saying there needs to be a second one.
Maybe this movie actually is as good as Peter Dinklage says it was supposed to be.
I think there could be something alright in there, but nothing's gonna forgive the Gary Oldman on his knees.
Yeah, it still plays like it's, you know, like an SJW Oscar bait picture, like a Green Book.
It's very goofy.
Very, very soft and sugar-coated. Except this time, yeah, Matthew McConaughey's a fucking maniac and Gary Oldman's walking on his knees the whole time.
Gary Oldman, you're so goofy. Why'd you do this, Gary?
He needed the money. You know, he was going through a divorce. The actor's strike had just ended, so he's been out of work for a while. He needed the money.
So goofy. Well,
overall thoughts on...
I can't say I liked it, but I felt engaged the whole time. I didn't ever want to stop, I guess.
It's an interesting piece. It's, you know, like, I also think this movie's not good by any means, but I by no means hate it. I would watch this again with a bunch of friends. This is I think this is a funny movie to show people. Because, again, it's just such a fucking lunatic idea for a movie. And it plays like one a little bit, I think.
I'm gonna give it a fucking 2.5 out of 10.
2.5 out of 10. I'm going solid 2 out of 10. But I also gave it a heart on Letterboxd, so people know that I still also kind of like it.
Yeah. I just got an ad for Cold Stone, and now I'm looking at it, and I need to stop doing
dude,
that.
I don't have any fucking ice cream. Dude,
Bro. So good.
Is it weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It belongs on the list.
Yeah, there's no, like, way about it. I mean, does it want to be treated as a serious drama? Yeah, but you got Gary Oldman playing a little person in a movie about Matthew McConaughey hating his genealogy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Tiptoes.
That's Tiptoes. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I finally got it.
I
paid for it. I was about to drop $4 on it.
I dropped $4 on it last night. But I did not make my wife watch it. I wouldn't do that.
Has she seen it before?
No, she knows about it. I mean, her being 4'9", someone told her about it for a specific reason. But yeah, let's move on from Tiptoes. What do you got?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for next episode's choice?
What are we watching?
It's a movie I have not yet seen, but I've been wanting to watch forever. It's 2014's Tusk.
Tusk. Ooh.
Kevin Smith. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. I was gonna go through Kevin Smith's movies here soon.
Perfect.
But Tusk.
Out of the way.
Yeah. No, I'll totally, absolutely watch Tusk. This is another weird one because I know a lot of people on the internet stand by this movie as being like a phenomenal like horror movie, like so fucked up and disturbing. But yeah. I know how it ends, and I know I'll never take it seriously. But Justin Long's in it, and that's pretty cool.
I like that. I like that. So Tusk, watch Tusk if you want.
Yeah, Kevin Smith. Yeah, dude. Oh. I just read the description. When his best friend and podcast co-host go missing in the backwoods of Canada, a young guy joins him with his friend's girlfriend to search for him. Dude, this movie could be about us. We're a podcast duo. we can pretend we're in the movie.
Yay! I'm excited.
Yeah.
Do I get to be Justin Long?
Wait a minute, dude. The dude from Epic Mealtime's in this movie too. Do you remember Epic Mealtime?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, the fucking dude with the big beard's in it.
Interesting.
And Johnny Depp, but I know him and Kevin Smith are friends, I think. So that one's not shocking. Well, okay, yeah, Tusk 2014 Kevin Smith. We'll watch that for next episode. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, brother. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. Any final thoughts for the end of the podcast?
Get good sleep. Drink a lot of water. Go watch Superman.
All right. I won't watch Superman yet, but I'll do something. All right, cool. That's the end of the show then. Thank you everybody for watching. Be sure to watch Tusk next time. Watch more movies, and yeah, that's it. Goodbye, everybody.